When I was a teenager in the 90s, I was a member of that BMG Columbia Music Club where you bought one CD for 20 bucks and you got like 10 additional free CDs. I got a lot of great music from that catalog, including an album that just left me slack-jawed. And that album is Pork Soda by the band Primus, a twisted and virtuosic power trio consisting of bassist and vocalist Les Claypool, guitarist Larry "Lair" Lalonde, and drummer Tim "Herb" Alexander. They don't operate or sound like a normal band, and their fans show their love by saying, "Primus sucks."
Primus sucks! Primus sucks!
Now, as I prepared for this video, I listened to Pork Soda several times and just laughed in wonder that anyone would have produced or released this album, and that it sold enough to go platinum in 1997, 4 years after its release. Now, Pork Soda opens with a 20-second mandolin piece called Pork Chop's Little Ditty, then jumps into the album's hit single, My Name is Mud, a track that features a triplet-driven percussive groove with basically no musical key, stunning drums, and guitar solos that sound like Robert Fripp got drunk and tripped out on acid. The lyrics are, well, not as disturbing as some of the other tracks on the album. Wikipedia explains that the song is written from the point of view of a blue-collar man named Aloysius Devadander Abercrombie.
Now to perform something good for you about their friend Aloysius Devadander Abercrombie, or also known as Mud. Here's Primus!
Yeah!
Whose nickname is Mud. When his friend steps on his prized patent leather shoes, the two get into an argument that ends with Mud killing the friend by striking him in the head with an aluminum baseball bat. The lyrics describe Mud's thought process while he attempts to bury the body. Speaking of death, the fourth track, called Bob, is the one that really made me dazed and confused. It's about a guy named Bob who hangs himself and gets discovered by his woman and his little bro. And so many of these songs are built on tritonal riffs like Welcome to This World. Sometimes finger tapped like DMV. Or sometimes augmented chords like in Nature Boy. There are very few exceptional tracks like Old Diamondback Sturgeon and Wounded Knee, which sounds like it could have come out of the Gong album Gazeuse. Followed by my personal favorite, the title track, Pork Soda. Now in this one, Les Claypool slides up and down the lowest notes on his distorted 5-string upright bass, creating a nightmare of sound. Throughout the song, he utters who knows what in his signature nasal drawl, and finally he introduces the chorus.
Grab yourself a can of pork soda, and you'll be feeling just fine. Ain't nothing quite like sitting around the house, swimming down them cans of water.
And then next up is a strange dirge called The Pressman, which sounds like a sad Joy Division track. And then we have another terrifying, distorted, upright, bass-driven song called Mr. Crinkle, which inexplicably has more than 5.2 million listens on Spotify right now. Then we have the slow banjo polka, The Air Is Getting Slippery, and the totally raucous jam, Hamburger Train. I mean, come on with these titles. How did a band like this even exist, let alone sell platinum and gold albums? It's incredible. So Pork Soda closes with a reprise of Pork Chop's Little Ditty and then the final Bicycle Bell upright bass improv track, Hail Santa. Now, Pork Soda is part of what many fans might describe as a holy musical trinity of releases, consisting of the previous album, Sailing the Seas of Cheese, and Pork Soda's follow-up, Tales from the Punch Bowl. Now, with hits like Jerry Was a Race Car Driver and Winona's Big Brown Beaver, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Now, Tales from the Punch Bowl is really cool. It was released as an enhanced CD that contained a game you could play on your computer. I remember the first time I loaded up the CD-ROM and I was just blown away by the 3D animation and real music videos. They even had a floating resident's eyeball with the top hat that you could sail your ship to in this game. And that's how I learned they're big fans of the Residents and regularly perform Hello Skinny and a few other Residents songs in their live sets. Now, all this to say, Primus is one of the strangest bands to ever make it, and Pork Soda left an indelible mark on many of its listeners. In 2015, the band performed the album in its entirety to thrilled crowds. Now, I asked the Make Word Music community about Pork Soda, and so many of you told me how much you loved this album, how you listened to it on repeat, and how Claypool's bass playing changed your lives. So yeah, if you haven't heard this album, you need to check it out. It was revolutionary at the time, and it still holds up as a strong musical statement even today. There's really nothing out there that sounds like Pork Soda, and I don't think there's another band that could pull off this type of music. So if you have any great stories about Pork Soda, just leave a comment. Or if you listen for the first time, let us know what you think. I'd love to hear it. All right, so we'll see you in the next Jaw Dropper episode.